Okay, so welcome everybody. This is we've talked about it a little bit for those who were there at the retreat. Those of you, if you were not at the retreat as well, then there's an opportunity to ask your questions as well. So I've kept it really simple. I've just put the questions there, and then I'd like to give you the answers. So, firstly, what is the CONnECT program? So we realize that we have a very focused view of preparation of labor and birth, which is a childbirth class. And then as doulas, we do a birth plan. And also there is yoga people are doing, and then they're doing whatever, the medical stuff. But all of these are chunks that are from outside in. And when we work with clients during the time of doing a birth plan or talking about labor and birth, there are these places where we could talk about what is your philosophy of life, or did you know that the baby is involved in this process, or we could talk about surrender, letting it go, whether it is in labor or to an outcome. And those are the sharp edges we feel around around our interactions. On a larger picture, if you see, we talk about connecting with the baby, but that's more like, what can I do for the baby? And people think that that's a connection. But to be able to appreciate or settle into this beautiful experience of creating a human being, and we found that there were all these points where the human being was being ignored and the human doing was coming into the forefront. So it has been in my mind. I've put it in many different ways. We want to bring to the attention of the parent how the sentient nature of the baby is. We want to bring to the fact that this baby has made a choice to manifest. We want to bring to the fact that it is a reciprocal relationship between them and the baby. It's not like I'm the parent and I have to keep doing. So I'm a human doing. And as a consequence, my child also becomes a human doing. Do this, do this, do this, do this. So the CONnECT program is all about making a connection. And that is because it is an innate need of a human being. And of course, we broke down the word connect to different other aspects, like consciousness is an aspect, or nourishing is an aspect, transformation is an aspect, creativity is an aspect, exploration. These are all process oriented. They're not outcome oriented. We are holding curiosity to say, oh, how does this transform you? When we first came into being, we were shaped by the outside, and we were unconscious to that shaping. For the first 7 years of our lives, we took in the world and believed that to be the truth and became the foundation of our belief systems. Do we truly want to live like that as parents? Where are we getting our parenting input from? So all of these questions we wanted to ask, and therefore it came together as a CONnECT program. But it's the digital world, and of course I can just create a program, put it online, put it on, but that didn't appeal to the nature of interacting with pregnant women, which is the essence of being a doula as well. So then I decided that there is enough information on the internet, but none of the information becomes knowledge or wisdom unless it's percolated. When information is percolated, it becomes knowledge. When knowledge is embodied, it becomes wisdom. And the CONnECT program becomes the pathway to it, because there are interactions, multiple iterations, coming back, talking and being with each other, and each other primarily the practitioner. So that is why it was created. That is the dream. And I'm sure it resonates with a lot of you as well. In this world, to be able to create that. And who is it for? That's quite obvious. It is for expectant couples. And so that is the crux of the CONnECT program. There is information, but that information to percolate needs to bounce back and forth in a discussion, needs to be experienced through the body for it to become mine, to integrate into me, and that will be the purpose of it. And so for that, we said that, okay, I don't want to lead it. I want to create it, but I want the community become a part of it. So whoever decides from the Doula Collective or otherwise to become a practitioner. So practitioner means that you'll have a certain basis, a certain background, a certain context to what you're doing, and also a certain framework. That is really, really important. We're not doing random things. When we put down the knowledge part, or when we put down the interaction part, it's been given some thought. It has a sequence, it has a flow. Having said that, it doesn't mean that you can't take pieces of it and integrate it into what you do, but that's not the CONnECT program. The complete CONnECT program comes with the online study or learning course and 5 interactions. The course is pre-recorded on autopilot, and the interactions are live. They can be group, they can be individual, but they are live and in person. They are not online. Because if I had to create an online program, then I would have done it myself sitting in my study. But I do want women and families to feel that gathering of pregnant women. For me, that was the most significant part of it. So whether you use it in your childbirth class, a bit and pieces of it from the knowledge from one of the activities, or you use it in your prenatal yoga class or your fitness class, that's fine with me. That's not a problem. But the CONnECT program itself is that complete thing. So, and as a result, I would then expect that if you're going to take away something from this program and use it, then you will direct the clients to at least the online learning course once you are a practitioner. So who becomes a practitioner? Anybody who does the training. I'll talk about the training in a minute, and does the assessments and comes into this karmic contract with the Doula Collective that we will offer the program either in its entirety or in pieces, but the online program will be offered to our clients for their knowledge and growth. So it is of value. So that is the aspect of the practitioner. How is the training made? Right? So the training has same format as the Doula Collective trainings for doula work. There are live webinars, and then there are study modules, and there'll be 10 webinars, 10 live interactions, and study modules. So the theory of what we are going to do in the live interaction and the larger knowledge base of what will be in the client program, both are included in your study. You'll be well versed in both, and that you will do it at your own pace. And the live interactions will be about understanding the activities or doing the activities together. Of course, there are quizzes. There will be activities that you will do for yourself. Say, for example, you're going to lead an activity in a class. We're going to do it here together, and then you might try it again at home, or you might try doing it with somebody at home. And then we would want peer interactions, that you do it for each other for learning, and then you record it and submit it back to us as an assignment. So these are the aspects of the study program, right? Then finally, how does the program work for you? Once you are certified, you'll be able to see the online portal in a minute. Neha will show it to you. You will be able to enroll your clients in the online learning course. And you can put up your own schedule of how you're going to interact with your clients. And then it'll be a combination. So each person say, I as a client come to Neha and say, I'd like to be a part of it, or I want you as my doula, but I'm only in my 4th month. What else do you do? So she can say, well, I'm also a childbirth educator. I'm a active mama fitness practitioner. And I also offer a CONnECT program, which you can start with me now. And then she can say, well, they say, yeah, we're interested. She probably take their address and she'll tell her whatever she has priced the program at, she will let them know. And then she'll say that includes an online study course or a learning course and 5 sessions with me. And then she will enroll them because she has a coupon. She will enroll them with their email ID onto the online platform. None of it, I am involved in none of it, and each one will have their own coupon codes to enroll them. And then they can put their schedule up if they're doing it as a group, and then you can meet. You could meet, say, fortnightly or once a month or even weekly. It depends absolutely on your own convenience and how you're organizing it. And the five live interactions are not linear in nature. They are experiential in nature. So people can join from your second, third, fourth, fifth, and first. So you're going to organize your curriculum in a way that there is a theme to it, the interaction, not a number to it. So is that part clear as well? So I'm going to stop the share here, and we're going to open it up to questions. So I've taken 4 chunks of what it is all about and explained it.
Shall I just show what it'll look
Yes.
like in Graphy first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a second. Okay, so you open your Graphy, go to the doulacollective.graphy.com. Some of you have already doing that. I've already logged in here with my ID. So you log in with your ID and you will see down. This is the course that I'm currently enrolled in already, but there are other courses showing here. So now if you see in CONnECT, there are 2. There is the CONnECT program, which is the one which is for parents. And then there is the CONnECT practitioner training. So the practitioner training is what we are all going to enroll for first, whoever is keen to do this training. So when you click this,
One.
Why is this not opening?
It's slow. It seems to be slow today.
Yeah, it is slow.
Yeah.
There. So when you click this, you will see the enrollment page for the training, and you will see that the price is 21,000. So you can either pay the full 21,000 or you can pay it in 2 installments. So for everyone who's asked about installments, there is this part payment option where you basically pay 50% now and 50% after 2 months. So that reminder will come into you automatically.
After a month.
After a month, because it's 10. So
Yeah.
basically after 4 or 5 sessions. And that payment comes in, that reminder will come into you automatically, I think. After you complete 4 or 5 modules, you'll have to make the balance payment to continue. We've basically done this because we don't want a one-on-one sort of need to follow up on the payments. This is all now directly through the platform. So this is for the training. Once you've enrolled here, you're enrolled for the training, and the entire training course will open up. And every week from 14th onwards, every module will open up. There will be the study material and there will be the link to the live interaction as well. Now, coming to the other course.
This is what your clients will see if they open it up.
Correct. So if they open it up, you're going to send them this link. So they will see this. When they open this, first of all, the price of this program is 8,000. Why is it not?
It's just slow today.
Yeah.
So there are 2 options. Either you can enroll them or they can enroll themselves, however you want to run.
So that's the thing. If they open it, if somebody opens this and chooses to enroll directly, they pay 8,000 rupees. But if they go through you, then the coupon code that you're given, you enroll them. So you take their email ID and contact number and stuff, and you create a login for them, apply the coupon code and pay only 2,000. So in effect, there is a discount given for anyone who's enrolling via one of the CONnECT practitioners. So everyone who is trained and is a CONnECT practitioner, you'll be listed on the directory there. And if someone, and I think, I don't know whether you've mentioned it here, Divya, but somewhere in the description, it will be mentioned that this course is best done along with the doula practitioner guide. It is not meant to be a course that you do on your own. You can, if someone chooses to do it on their own, then they pay 8,000 and do it. If they do it through you, then they enroll with you and you can charge them whatever. So it could be as less as 5,000, where 2,000 is what you're paying for the online course and 3,000 is what you're paying, you're getting paid for the live sessions, or it can even be 10,000. where it's still 2,000 for the online course and 8,000 for the live session. So that I think we've kept it open, because depending on where you are, depending on your group size, if you have a slightly larger group, you can actually price it lower and do it in a group. If you have just one or two couples, you can price it accordingly. But basically, for someone who's coming here, they will find value in doing it through you rather than doing it directly. Because when they do it through you, not only they get a better price, but they also get those live sessions of interaction. And I think, Divya, that should definitely be mentioned somewhere here, that this is a course that is best done along with one of the, at least one, I mean, one of the doula practitioners, and maybe give a link to the directory.
Yes.
So
We
one can
will
go
have
and
it.
see
This
who are
is just
the,
a sample. This is just
yeah,
a sample I created for you to understand how we are envisioning you using it. Of course, the whole course, when it comes in, it will say it very clearly.
yeah.
The pages that they can preview and look and what it is and the whole curriculum, it will say very clearly that it is designed to be a part of a live interaction.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where there is the creator, we also will have a link to go to the practitioners.
Link to the directory. So in our website, we will create a page for the CONnECT program, and we will have a list of all the CONnECT practitioners. So if someone goes here, they can see who are the CONnECT practitioners. And if they already know you, then that's the person who will be their sort of guide for the course. So that's what it looks like. Anyone has any questions on this? We'll come to the timing and stuff in a bit, but any questions on the design of both the course and the training?
Hi Neha, sorry I missed some part of the presentation, but one becomes a CONnECT practitioner only after completion of all the live webinars with Divya, right? And after the assessment and everything. Okay. Okay.
Nikita.
Yeah, I have a question. Yeah. So I don't want to ask too deep questions about the curriculum, but for a family who is going to be joining the online program, what does this program look like for them? Is it a lot of theory? Is it some guided meditation? Like, what's the content of the program for them?
Yeah. So for them, it's theory. First part is theory and understanding, but it's more conversational tone. And then there are just a few activities, not the big activities, not the big meditations, but few activities, which you can, through your class, say, okay, when you go back, you can look at those activities. So they are like follow-up activities to the live class. Definitely what is done in the live class is not there in the online program.
So basically, if someone is paying 8,000, going directly to the Doula Collective Graphy website, gets access to theory and some activities, and someone who goes through a CONnECT practitioner also gets the same stuff, but then paired with the 5 live sessions.
Correct.
And
Correct.
those activities are basically sort of like for them to go and look back at it again later.
So let me give you an example. So there is going to be an activity in the live class, which we call the 80-20 activity. Now that's very popular, but one of the elements in the CONnECT is organize. So we say, okay, now this is a time for you to sort through your life to say what 20% of something gives you 80% of benefit. That's the thumb rule, right? And we're going to do one activity here. And then you're going to explain how to do it. And then they can go back and they can look at that list and say, now you can do an 80-20 activity for, say, the food you eat. You can do it for the people you meet. Right? So that encourages them to use that principle over and over again. But it starts from there. Now, if somebody just does the course here, they might be able to see, okay, there is something like that, and maybe I can help myself organize it better. But it doesn't give you a direct link to that experience that you do it in class and you kind of step through it and you teach them how to sift out. You do certain activity, there'll be a sheet on which they can do, and then they can reproduce it.
Yeah, so my question is actually coming from the fact that a lot of people, the more people are coming into my life, I'm just watching that they're just basically lazy. They don't want to do the hard work. they're good with live classes, but if you tell them go and log in into this this thing and do
That's
this.
up to them. That's
Yeah.
up to them. If they don't, they don't. We don't run people's life, but it's a complete cost. Like on the website, I'm saying that it is best done with a practitioner. And then the practitioner also says that you can learn more about it here. So there's a cross.
Correct.
But if they don't, they don't.
So how long of a commitment it is for them? Like how long is the theory part of it? Like is this like a pre-recorded
Yeah.
thing?
It's very short. It's like the videos will be 5 minutes. They can watch 2 a day, 10 minutes a day. But they're leading up to something. It's not just gyan. Say for example, we want to talk about the conscious nature of the baby. So we don't want to give them a 3-hour gyan. I just want to talk about and then talk about some practical elements and then say, okay, how do you experience this? But when they come to class, they might do a more deeper somatic experience of, say, a human quality, gratitude or forgiveness. And here it's just listed. So there's going to be a nice balance. It's not going to be a theory class. It's going to be like reading a book with small insights that they can then correlate. So a part of the online interaction, there are 15 minutes of discussion that invites them to bring what they saw, what they heard, what they read, and bring their questions to you. So they're not just reading it like that. They're coming back with questions. Say, I heard that in the program, and what does it even mean? So we are going to do a fun activity around a discussion. And so then others who are hearing them, there will be a few who want to read, will also be interested. And they are small packaging. They're not very long. Because the topics are quite intense. They are consciousness. It's about consciousness. There's inner child work. So giving them a basis of what is inner child, how parenting happens, how children learn, asking them to reflect on their own, and then come back and do an activity in the class. So things like when you're eating a meal, be mindful of what you're eating. That's an activity you say as they leave your class, say, remember, if we've done mindfulness today, then this week be mindful of all the sounds you hear or the colors of food you eat. Similar homework is also on the platform. Just that much. Does that make the distinction for you, Nikita? But really good question. And you will have access not to the CONnECT program, but the same will be replicated in the training for you to understand that what is it that your clients are consuming and coming to you with.
Can I?
There's
so
Pratika, she had raised her hand right in the beginning.
Yeah, so when you're saying live sessions, that means that there would be sessions online which they have access to, and at the same time, as you know, as a doula, I would also be there to take them through the sessions.
Correct.
And then they
not the sessions. You'll have your own interactive sessions. They are designed differently.
Oh, okay.
The online sessions for parents are not live. They're recorded. So when parents enroll for CONnECT, they have a recorded set or a course which is there, which is recorded. So Divya is creating videos. There's some handouts, some reading material, which is pre-recorded, which is already there. The interaction with you is live. So those 5 interactions with you is a live interaction where you will basically make alive that content which is pre-recorded, topic-wise.
Saying live sessions, that means we interact with them on a one-on-one basis. Or
yeah, and then the live sessions have a framework. Say, for example, there's an icebreaker activity, right? Then there is a short arriving activity. Now everybody has come. Put your hands on your heart, put your hands on the belly, do some breathing or feel your feet, etc. Then there is a discussion on the knowledge. Say, okay, what do you bring to this class for sharing? Even remember, information becomes knowledge when it is discussed. So somebody may have been on module 1, somebody may be on module 3. So we kind of say, okay, let's write down all the modules in the chit, throw them in a pot, and then you pick out one topic and we'll have a little discussion on that. So that'll get them interested in the theory because they're bringing questions from it or they're listening to questions from this. Then we might say, okay, now that we've discussed this, how do you feel? So some feelings will come up. We'll do some somatics around it. Then we might do a guidance card and a affirmation, then do a deeper relaxation, and then say bye-bye to each other and say next time, this is what you should do at home, just to keep up this practice, and then say bye-bye to them. So the class, the session is interactive and more experiential, and not you giving a lecture.
So for how long would the sessions be with them?
It could be 90 minutes.
One session. Okay.
I think that would depend on the group size as well.
Yeah.
So what Divya will give us is a structure of that class and what each of these parts are and how to conduct them, and the manual that will contain this, so that we have a clear guidance on how to run this class. Now, if it's one person, it may be lesser, it may be
It may be an hour.
40 minutes. Yeah, if it is 5-6 people, then you may want to actually keep a slightly larger window so that people have time to share. So that is something that is not fixed. That depends on your design.
Yeah.
And
Sessions.
And even when the framework is there, I say the second part that you do is an arriving. So we've come, we've interacted, we're all excited. Now we want to settle down. So it's an arriving. Now, if you choose to do a grounding script or a breathing script to arrive, the idea is for you to settle into your body. But you have a choice of which one do you want to do this time. So it's not rigid, follow this with this. There's an expression of your intuition as well.
Yeah. So do we do a recording and send it and or interact with each other on it?
So yes, as we do the course and we do the elements, so there'll be some self-study. Again, for you, the theory will be a self-study, and the experience and practicing out the different activities will be an embodiment. And then some of them you'll do by yourself and share your experience. Some you will do with each other, and some you will do it as a class format and record and bring back. You cannot have this experience of what we are offering as an intellectual offering. You have to embody it. And then only can you feel confident that this kind of a format where there is no quantifiable knowledge, being shown is actually an experience for everybody. Okay, we have
last question. When we need to make the payment, so against that 21, if we click, then it will give us the
payment link.
Yeah, the payment link and everything, right?
But we are delighted to have it streamlined.
Thank you.
So I wanted to clarify. So if somebody goes directly to the website, they can do just the online part.
Yeah.
But if they are going through us, then they don't have that option. They have to do the online and the live sessions, or they do have the option.
You're charging them. You're charging them a fee. Say you've charged them 10,000 rupees.
Right.
Right? It is our ethical commitment that you enroll them for 2,000 rupees on the platform. That's your ethical commitment to the Doula Collective. Right?
Yeah.
So when you have a brochure that says I am a CONnECT progressor, so then you say this is how it's offered.
So when we offer it as online and live session, not just, they don't have an option of doing just the online.
No. If they want to do the online, they are welcome to come and pay 8,000 there, or they are welcome to pay you 8,000 and get both, or 10,000 and get both.
Okay.
So the idea is that it is 8,000 there, not because I want people to come there and pay me 8,000 rupees. Actually, I have no interest in that. The idea is for them to get the differential of coming to a live class with you and still getting that 8,000. So say for 8,000, I go to this, and for 10,000, I'm getting this and 5 classes. Or for 8,000, I'm getting extra 5 classes.
Yeah, you can actually just keep it at 8,000. You can even keep it at 7,000 or 6,000. I mean, that's a ridiculous offer in that sense, but you can. I mean, if you feel that that's what is the, I mean,
Hook.
all of us work in different spaces, so there will be a different value for that depending on who we are working with, and whether you want to combine. You can actually offer a combination of your birth class and the Connect program. So if your birth class is say 8,000, you say birth class plus Connect is 15,000, for example. And in that you get your birth education, you get access to the Connect course online and these 5 classes. So that how you want to design, it is up to you. But it's just that when you are offering this as a Connect practitioner, you should offer the online course and the live interactions in some sort of a manner, the way we intend to, so that it comes across the way it's intended and doesn't, because that's when they will see value in it.
And the practitioner training that we are going to have, will that be like the format? Will it be like the seminar one where we see videos in advance and then interact?
Yeah, but the videos may not have anything to do with what we do in the live webinar, because we're trying to do 2 curriculums. One, upgrade you as a practitioner with the skill for holding the interaction, and B, upskill you to the content of what your client will be seeing. So your reading may be in 2 different ways. Yeah, Aparna.
Okay, I have 3 questions, and pardon my ignorance for this. So, the thing is that supposing, Divya, I have 3 families who are doing this together with me, and each of them have joined at different stages.
Yeah.
So, is it possible for me to take their live sessions together?
Yes.
Second, because you said this requires 5 live sessions, because you said it requires 5 live sessions, this would mean that if someone comes to me in the 8th month of their pregnancy, probably then this is not something I should offer to them?
Maybe not. Let them decide. Now the answer to that question is, what is the frequency of your classes? You might be doing 5 classes in 1 month.
Okay.
Say you have client A, B, and C. A is at 4 months, B is at 6 months, and C is at 8 months. You do 5, the whole program every month. So A may decide to come 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and attend each different one on different months. B may do 2 in 1 month, 3 in 1 month. And C may do all in 1 month. You're just moving it through a cycle.
Okay. Okay. And I have another question. So tell me again, I'm sorry for asking this, but this CONnECT program is something that only Doula Collective is offering, right?
Yes, it's
So
something we have created. This is something that
Right.
Doula Collective has created.
Right. So, because now I'm thinking from the point of view wherein I am telling the families that I'm doing this. Okay. So, only someone like, because, like I, for example, interact with families who say that, okay, I have done Lamaze with Neha. Should I also do like a hypnobirthing with Yogita? And, so two families, like they have this checklist, Lamaze kar liya, hypnobirthing kar liya. And so I'm just saying that in all of that, because I am none of this. Okay, I only say that I can educate you about labor management and childbirth. So how do I, I'm saying that how am I going to place this to them? That what am I offering you in CONnECT? Like,
So how it came about, let me give you a little bit of that. We started to get clients who were in their 4th month, 3rd month. We want to book you. If somebody calls you in their 3rd month and wants to book you, what are you going to tell them? Get in touch with me when you complete your 6th month. Yes?
True.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Here, when they meet you and they say, I want to book you, say, sure. And we will start birth preparation in the 3rd trimester. But let's start meeting and working through a prenatal program or a bonding program or a transformation program with CONnECT. You're not even going out there and marketing it for now. We are hoping that when if it's a good program and people see value in it and we can generate interest, then it may grow into somebody will say, oh, let's do a CONnECT program. But we are not there yet, honestly.
Also, it's very different from a birth education program. So it's not either or.
It's
Uh,
completely different.
Completely different. So it doesn't matter if you're an educator or not an educator. It doesn't matter if the other person has done or not done. There are people who do not want to do birth education. They want you to be their doula to support them for their birth. They're not interested in doing a full birth ed class. They would like to interact instead with you and ask questions and stuff. For them, something like this may be more valuable, where you do a CONnECT program with them and then you're there with them for the birth, and through your prenatal meetings, whatever little bit education they want, you can offer. So it really depends. Not everyone will want this. Then that's true. There will be people who will say, no, I don't have the time for all this. I just want to do my birth education and I want you to be there for my birth. That's fine. But there are people, and this has come from there because many of us had that experience where, someone calls for an inquiry at 2-3 months. I've just come to know I'm pregnant, and I'm really keen to, have a doula and learn. And then there's really nothing much for us to offer for them at that stage. What I do is I say, okay, I read some books. These are some good videos you can watch. And then, you can educate yourself, do your research, and then come back to me if you're keen for birth education. And then we can start our prenatal meetings closer to the time you're in labor. But you're losing so many valuable months of interacting with them in a manner that truly orients them to this transformation. So that is what this is for. This is not meant for that person who calls you up, I'm 36 weeks pregnant and I want a doula, can you be there for me? This is really not meant for that kind of person.
Yeah, no, thank you. That answered. Thank you.
Sonia.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask that so we have 5 interaction with the client, and how many sessions will the client have to attend on the platform if they enroll for the course? How many sessions are there for them? 5?
There are 5 modules.
There are
There are
5
no
modules.
sessions.
Oh,
There are
yeah,
no sessions.
module.
Yeah.
Right word is module, right? Okay.
So if any of you understand the hypnobirthing model, it is similar to that. I don't get to meet, and nobody else meets your client but you. They have it could have been a book. I could have written a book. But most people are not very fond of reading anymore. They're fond of looking at videos. So.
And Sonia, correct me if I'm right, Divya, they can do those 5 modules in their own pace.
Yeah, they can do all 5 and then
They
come
can
to
do
your
all
class.
5. They may want to do all 5 in 1 week. They have time. This week I have taken a break. So I'm going to do all
Okay.
5 modules. Or I do one every week. Or, I haven't had the time to do these modules yet. I start with the live interactions and then I catch up with the modules whenever I have the time. That's fine. The module is an added resource to the course.
Resource. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but it's really interesting.
Anusha.
Hi. Sorry, I joined a bit late, so I don't know if I missed or not. See, I mostly connect with hospital moms. So where I can't say them to get the CONnECT course. So is there anything I can do? Or I'm not sure if I can make them to.
So when let me understand it a little better. When you say you're connected with hospital moms, what do they come to you for?
Antenatal and mostly childbirth preparation and antenatal right now. That is the
So
thing.
they come to you for childbirth preparation, no? So you can say that we also offer something in prenatal bonding. You can say that. It's a very simple thing to understand, right? So it's something in prenatal bonding. And if you're interested, then here's the pricing for it.
Are you offering the classes through the hospital? Is the hospital?
Through the hospital, yes.
Even in that case, you actually can. You can speak to your hospital and say there's another course that you are now trained to offer. You're a CONnECT practitioner. The hospital can sort of offer it on your behalf. So say the hospital is offering, Anusha is leading this CONnECT program for prenatal bonding, and it includes an online module, and it includes 5 interactions, and they can charge if I'm assuming that they are charging, they can charge maybe whatever 8,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, and that 2,000 rupees still goes into the online course. Is that right, Divya?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
can
that's
be
it.
via the hospital. That's okay. You're the practitioner. Now, whether you are collecting the money or the hospital is collecting the money and how much they are keeping, how much you are keeping, that is between you and the hospital, but it can be done.
No, my
Tell-
question is, what if they are not interested in taking the CONnECT well?
The
Who? The
hospital or
hospital or
the,
the client?
allowed mothers, because I can't convert them na, when they
No,
are
you don't have to. You
don't
don't have to. You
So
don't
I
have to.
can
You just
add for my curriculum. I'm not sure if there will be, this is my question. So because I'm not sure how hospital will respond and all.
why
All
don't
the
you
moms
talk to
are
them?
from the hospital for me.
Why don't you talk to them?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
to, but
We'll have
yeah,
a brochure. Why don't you just carry the brochure to them and ask them?
there will be a full brochure, there'll be the materials, the cards. You can actually do a presentation for your hospital saying this is a new program that I'm trained to offer. And this is what it looks like. And you can actually offer it to mothers even in the second, third, fourth month onwards. So, I mean, how they'll react, honestly, we don't know. But you can definitely approach them.
But see, in my experience, and it may need a little bit of creativity, but in my experience, if the hospital has something to offer that they can sell, they'll sell it. It's additional income. And it's unique. So if you're going to one hospital and something unique for them and others are not offering.
no, because right now they are paying me and they are giving some services free to the patient, mom. So this is what my thing is.
Yeah, so that's okay. So if they want to offer it as a premium thing to one of to their premium this thing, if you feel that there is a dialogue to be had between the doula collective and this, then you can get in touch with Neha and we can talk about it with the hospital. But
Okay.
other than that, I really can't answer. I mean, there's no other way I can answer your question.
Okay, thank you.
So our mindset is always of an independent practitioner, unfortunately, but people go to hospitals, yes. Thank you, Anusha. Any other questions, Anusha?
Manisha, did you have a different question? Same.
Almost the same thing.
Okay.
Sorry,
If
for
you
a very
can't
bad throat.
speak, type it out.
No, so I just wanted to understand this is mainly for like prenatal bonding only. It's not
This is about
relevant to.
prenatal education. This is called prenatal education. It's not childbirth education.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
what I wanted
prenatal
to.
education. See, think of that pregnancy is practice for parenting. So most people have made the parenting choice of eating healthy, right? How about emotional health? How about mental health? How about understanding where your belief systems are coming from? This includes all of this. This is like a foundation course for parenting. Yeah.
Nikita, Latika, you'll have some.
Divya has put something on the
Yeah, the
chat.
first question you already answered. The
Yeah.
second question is whether we will be able to know how much of material clients have accessed.
It doesn't matter because they're adults. Let their learning be their problem. We're hoping that they have come. In my experience, parents are curious. And in this way, if it's not monitored by anybody, maybe fathers will also get interested.
That was actually a question. What if, sometimes it happens that it's only the mom who's interested, the dad is not. So that's fine, right? If it's
Yeah.
So it's not just pregnancy related, no? It's prenatal bonding. It's about parenting. It involves the father.
But do I need to insist that you have to be there? It's again, I can
No.
put out the information and hope that they come as a couple.
No.
I
So
don't
our
think we should ever-
intention.
Sorry, I'm just saying I don't think we should ever insist because there are some women who want to do it even though their partners may not be available or supportive. So why should they not be able to do it?
As a rule, we've never insisted on anything.
So will they like have two email IDs access, or how does it practically work for both the mother and the father to access the
Same
platform?
ID access.
One login password. So basically, if they're enrolling through you, you will create a login ID password for them with the code and give it to them. Then whoever opens it, whether husband or wife opens it, they have access to that course from that login ID password.
Yeah. So the email is not, they have no access to the person's email. They have only, that's just like a login ID. It could be any email.
Okay.
And password is shared.
And this course is available, Divya, correct me if I'm right, for them to access over a 4
Period
or
of 6 months.
6 months. So 6 months is the window to be able to access this course. We're not keeping it unlimited because you're done. Once you're reached, once you've had your baby, if you start even at 3-4 months, by 6 months, you're done. Throughout your pregnancy, you can access it. So even if you've started at 3 or 4 months, you have access to go back to it if you want right till the end. I think it's also a very wonderful opportunity for us doulas to get to engage with mothers early on. So they also get to know you a little bit more, get to interact with you, in this manner. So in that sense, I would think of this also as some kind of a business development activity in that sense. So besides the actual value it offers, if someone reaches out to me between 3 to 6 months, this is fantastic. I have something to offer to them. I get to interact with them. They get to know me better, and they're also better oriented to whatever it is that I have to offer for them later, whether it's classes, doula support, whatever.
And honest to God, this was the statement she made. Neha, in one of the conversations, saying when they reach out to me early, what do I have to give them at that time? That's where it started from, actually. What if we got to deepen this relationship right from the beginning? And we're also talking about transformation in ways that we cannot talk within the purview of our birth work. For example, acceptance of pain or acceptance of an outcome that I don't want. People are so stuck on their outcomes. But acceptance and letting go as a human value is fantastic. To be able to say that what in my parenting philosophy do I want to keep from my parents and what do I want to let go? And if I can do that, then I understand acceptance and letting go.
And I think that about this pricing, maybe we've kept it open right now, but once we do the training, those of us who are doing the training, we can actually talk about it, whether we would like to have a common price, whether we would all like to have a common price, or do we feel like it will vary. We can decide that. I mean, whatever it is that the group feels is better. And that is something we can decide as we are completing the training.
Yeah, we can. And also say if you're doing a community project, like you're doing it for a hospital or an association, then Neha and I will be very happy to hear your plan and then discuss the pricing again with you.
Yeah.
Like an institutional pricing.
I have one question.
Mm.
Are you also preparing any sort of reading and understanding material for parents before they decide to enroll in the program? Because see, everyone has access to what Lamaze is, also what hypnobirthing is, but this is so new. Are we putting together something for them to read and understand
Yes.
before they even get convinced to enroll?
Yes. So we are going to put up a web page on it. So there'll be a web page. There will be, you can even ask them to go to they can look at the CONnECT program and see, because the first part, the introductory part, will be a previewed part, which they can look at. There will be a brochure that will be there on the website and can be downloaded, and it'll detail out what we are doing. So in that way, there will be literature for you to share with clients before they even think about it. Yes, good question.
I think another nice part about this is that, for example, just like Neha, there are families who do breastfeeding classes with us, but it's not necessary that they have me as their lactation counselor or they have me as their doula. So someone who enrolls for a CONnECT program doesn't necessarily need to have me as their doula, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not. So it is in that way is nice also. Like it's not binding in that sense.
No.
I'm just giving it as an offering. So I
Yeah.
think it's going very nice.
So, in my experience, people do want to talk about their baby and becoming a parent. They do want to talk about it. And that is why we're not calling it classes. You're not educating them. They're giving them an experience. It's an experiential class or a session. And therefore, that is the distinction we want to make. Because whatever their learning is and their pace of learning and the pace of understanding is already there on the learning course. With you, they are bringing it into their body. They are making the theory. So there is a theory, but there's no right and wrong. They are exploring the right and wrong for them. It becomes their subjective right and wrong. And they get an opportunity to do that. Say, for example, they do a labyrinth with you. Each one will then think of it very differently. Or there is some parts from feeling their body. Like there's a whole exercise, there's a movement section, and that whole section there is about, say, walking. So I'd like you to walk on the sides of your feet, walk on the insides of your feet, heel, toe. Now walk with one shoe on and one off, giving them a sensation of their body. So that experience, walk, tying one leg and walk together, support. So there are many explorations and fun activities that they do together with you, which actually say, oh, now I relate to that in a different way. So the theory is all great. There's enough books and enough this thing. But it is the heart of this program is the live interaction. And then the collection of people coming and sharing their experiences.
I have one question, Divya, which is that I do know that we have this is intended to be done live in person. In my experience, again, living in cities like Bangalore and Delhi, people coming to one location 5 times is a huge challenge. I mean, for class birth education itself, it's like a mix of in-person, online. Some people live far away. They can come once or twice, but 5 times for people to come is a challenge. So do you think these live interactions can have a mix of in-person and some like online live part?
So I'd like to park that for now till we've done the course together, till we've explored it together. And then I'd like to say, when we say, okay, why don't you record it and send it to me? And then we'll be able to understand actually if the live in-person whole body experience is the same as that of online.
Well, we are doing it online, so I guess we'll know whether we are able to feel it.
Oh, you will be able to feel it because you're more sensitive. But what is it that we ultimately want to generate as the ethos of this program is also that coming together of people.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I agree. I completely agree that this is best done in person, but I'm just wondering whether how many people will actually...
Then we might explore how we may look at doing like a nomad, a certain place. If somebody says I can do it and we have 4 people around, would you like to go or would they like to come? How you may want to do. We'll explore.
Yeah. See,
But
because
I'm not close to the idea.
For those who are already yoga teachers who have a place where people are already coming in person, this is fantastic because they're already coming. So you basically just add this. So on 5 of our yoga classes, we will add 1 more hour of CONnECT. So it's great. But for those of us who are working only from home and either in our clients' homes or remotely, we'll have to figure out how we want to do this. And I think we can probably explore that more.
Yeah. Another thought that came to me while I was thinking about is that if somebody interested in a place where there is no practitioner, should we say that they don't get a chance to do it? So even that was in my mind. In that case, what would be the format?
Yeah.
If I'm living in a city where there is no practitioner, will I go 5 times to another city? But I'd still want to do it. How do we support them? So we can think of that.
Yeah.
We can, we can lay down the guidelines to how it happens. But I think that is something that we will learn only by our experience. Let's take our learnings and then grow from there. But it's not a restriction. I'm not closed to the idea.
Awesome.
Right.
I think we've answered most of the questions. Now, the thing about the time. So can everyone just in the chat write down, would you prefer 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or 4 o'clock on Thursday? And if it's none, write none. And then we'll check with you. If either 2, 3, or 4 are okay, write 2, 3, 4. If it's only 2 and 3, or if it's 2 and 4, write that. If it's none, write none. So I can just come to who.
Madhu is in a train.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, Divya, I'm in Vande Bharat.
Very nice.
Okay. 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4. Fantastic. Those who are writing none, I'm going to ask you to tell us, Sneha, what is the time that would be suitable for you? Divya, what about like 3, 4? Thursday, the reason why I've chosen Thursday is because that's the day Divya is home, not in her office. Am I right, Divya? So that's the day you have
Yeah, but I can do another day as well.
at 2 in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Sneha and Anusha, can you tell us what is
My hospital time, evening only I can.
correct? Okay. Sneha?
What is your lunch hour in the hospital?
Evenings.
It mostly depends according to the,
Yeah.
moms and all. I can't.
So here's a thought. If you tell the hospital that I'm doing a 10-week training, it's only once a week, would they give you that 1 hour in the hospital?
In the network is so bad. I can't even trust there. At home, I at least have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Outskirts wala hospital, so I don't think.
Okay, so from what I'm seeing, the most popular time seems to be 2. Anisha, you have said 3 or 4. Would 2 work for you? Because that seems to work for everyone else, except for, of course, Sneha and Anusha. Sneha is saying she can manage 2. Superb. Anisha, what about you?
Oh, no, such a big.
So I think maybe it's pickup time or something. Wait, let me look at 3. Does 3 work for almost everyone? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Madhumati, does 3 work for you? 3 works best for me too. Okay. Madhumati, does 3 work for you? Okay. So 3 sounds good. Okay.
But Thursday doesn't work for Divya.
Okay.
Wednesday
No,
works.
Divya said 2 is possible on any other day than Thursday. Divya, 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock is fine. So 3
Thursday
o'clock
3.
Thursday seems to be the most popular. Okay. I know that's not going to suit you, Anusha. So you have to try and find a way if you can.
Manisha will manage 3 on Thursdays.
Superb, Manisha. Okay, awesome. So we're going with 3 to 4 on Thursdays.
Thank you.
God, getting this like some sort of consensus on time is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So we start on 14th.
Yeah.
Okay. And Divya, is the enrollment thing open now?
Yes, it is. It
Yeah,
is.
so you can enroll anytime from now onwards.
Yeah.
How?
And
There'll be a link
It's already there, Aparna.
on the.
let's show it one more time.
Where
Let's show it one more time.
is it?
You go to courses.doulacollective.in.
When you go to Graphy and you go to courses, yes, I've already opened the other one. Second.
It'll take a while. It's really slow today.
Yeah, the visual is so beautiful, the artwork.
Yeah, all original artwork.
I'm a student in this course. I'm not doing anything. I'm enrolling myself.
Neha was the first to enroll. She's
I
already.
don't know. I don't know, but I also don't know the full contents of a course. I'm also attending the training.
Wait, it's
Yeah.
coming.
So it's here, Aparna. CONnECT practitioner training. It's 21,000 and there is an option of paying it in 2 installments.
It'll come, Neha, it's just slow. So now all seminars are open, and if you open it, it'll say that it'll happen on, so the dates that we had discussed, each of them says that it'll happen in October or in August of that year. So somebody
here.
just pays up. Yeah.
Yeah, Aparna. And there are like, you enter the details and then there are the payment options. You can pay it directly here. Okay. Divya, this recording link, you send it. I'll post it for those who weren't able to come. There were a few people who wanted to watch it.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I can't wait to start.
Me neither. Labor of love.
Feels like going back to a classroom again, Divya.
Yeah, I'll be different this time though.
That too with you. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
That feeling of, Divya, with you in the picture and that picture of the placenta in the background, those 3 images, somehow it is a safe space. Like I can't explain how.
There's going to be one more picture up very soon.
Okay.
The one that we got at the retreat. And it goes with the same color scheme.
Wow, that's beautiful, Divya.
Yeah. So those of you who didn't see the cards, Neha, do you have them with you or should I pull out mine?
I do, but I'll have to pull them out.
Yeah, mine are here.
Okay.
It's going to be really nice having all of us together in a course. Really excited.
So of course we didn't talk about it, but I want to let you know that you'll get the material and then you'll get these cards for the guidance. And then this is what they look like for those of you who didn't experience them at the retreat.
Wow, will we get them as a part of our
Yes, it'll be a
this
part
program
of the
after
program.
we enroll? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We'll send them out by the time you're ready to, we get to this module. Yeah.
So
So
excited.
the whole manual, the things that you're going to give as activities, the sheets, the thick sheets, so you can reprint them, the cards, and the scripts for the different things that you're going to do, all of them will be sent to you. Yeah. Okay then. Do we wrap it up now, Neha? Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you soon. See you soon.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.